Hello, everybody. This is my 1 year post VSG surgery. I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy last year, February 2022. And I just did my 1 year photos, my weigh-in, all of that. So I'm just going to give an update. I'm going to try to do this quickly because I have to pick up my kids in 15 minutes from school. So I took some photos. I will post those photos here for you.
Okay, so these photos are all from now, February 2023. So that's me currently on the right. The left is me, February 2022, right before surgery. So all the same outfit, all the same location, same lighting, everything's the same. So obviously I'm 97 pounds down, so there's that difference. But the thing that really stood out to me is just how I'm standing. Like if you look at how much narrower just my feet are, because my legs are smaller. So like how much closer together my feet are. And then also like where my hands are resting, just because yes, my arms are smaller, but also because there's less of me like on the sides. It's not like pushing my arms out, like how there's all that inches of space between like my hands and my thighs in the before. And now during the current photo, like my hands are resting so much more closer to my thighs. Like it's things like that where I never really noticed until there are two pictures side by side like that. And then also like at the top of my arms, how much narrower I look just because my arms are smaller. My I don't know how to explain it, but if you just look at like, I just look so much more narrow, and that's really, I don't know. I didn't notice it till I was looking at the picture. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, this one makes me want to cry, but it is what it is. It's where I was. We're not, whatever. Just like how obviously wide my ass is compared to, or was compared to now. Yeah, my legs are smaller and whatever, but just like the sheer width of my ass blows my mind. And also I'm wider than the door frame. Like, holy hell. So yeah, so obviously you can see the difference. I don't know what else to say. My back, like my shoulder area looks a lot smaller. That ass though, oh my God. Oh, and this is probably my least favorite because of my PCOS and hormonal issues. I carry the bulk of my weight right around my middle, my belly, my gut, my butt, my thighs, all of that. So this picture really shows the difference there. My calves are smaller, my thighs are smaller, my belly is definitely smaller. It's still like my biggest problem area. I hate it so much, but it is what it is. We're working on it. We still got weight to lose. So one thing though I do like seeing in this photo is where my thigh, the top of my thigh meets my butt cheek. It actually is looking like an area where my thigh stops and my butt begins, rather than in the before. It was just like one big mass. So I'm liking all the squats I've been doing look like they might be paying off, but all my leg day exercises. So, and my arms obviously smaller. So yeah, work in progress. Definitely like the after or the during more than the before, but yeah, got a ways to go, but progress has been made.
So yeah, I've gotten smaller. There's a few noticeable areas, but I still have a lot of weight to lose. Which brings me kind of to where I am right now, because I am kind of struggling. So with my weigh-in today, I'm down 97 pounds. I'm super excited about that. Losing 97 pounds in a year is great, especially for someone with hormonal issues, PCOS, insulin resistance, all those things that I was dealing with that made it like impossible for me to lose weight before. All of those issues have been resolved. My PCOS has reversed. My cycles are normal. I literally have had more cycles. Well, I've had a cycle every month this month, like you're supposed to, like a normal person should. I've had more cycles in this 1 year since surgery than I've had in my whole 16 years of marriage, or 15 years before the surgery. Like, that's how crazy my cycles were. Even that's including when I was doing fertility treatments to try to get pregnant and they were forcing me to get cycles. Like, my PCOS was just off the rails crazy. But like my hormonal acne is gone. I still get the occasional pimple right around my periods, but other than that, My skin is cleared up. With my insulin resistance, I did have some like dark spots. I had some around my neck, some around like my boobs, kind of all around like where your lymph nodes are, your lymphatic system. That's where I'd get the spots from my insulin resistance. All those have gone away. I no longer show any signs of insulin resistance. Like all my hormonal levels are doing really good. So that's all exciting. The 97 pounds is exciting. All that being said, I've been a little frustrated since December because all of December, January, and now into February, my weight has been plateauing, and it doesn't make any sense because looking at the calories going in versus what's going out, I mean, it's just numbers wise, I should be losing weight, and I've been plateauing. And I reached out to the nutritionist who works with my doctor, and you know, she's like, yeah, all your numbers look good. How's your water? And I'm like, you would ask that. Because the one thing I struggle with is water. I don't know why. It's not even that I don't know. Most of it is I just get busy or distracted and I'm just forgetting to drink. And before surgery, like when I was working out, if I got behind on my water, I could chug it and just get it in. Well, after surgery, you can't chug water. So you can't chug anything. So if you get behind during the day, like you're just screwed for the day because you can't chug to catch up. So, I mean, I'm at the point now where I can drink maybe like 4 ounces at once so I can, you know, kind of try to catch up. But if I just get behind in the morning, I'm just wrecked for the whole day. And then I'm like, well, F it, I'm already behind. So like this day's ruined. And which is kind of the mindset I used to have with like food. I used to, if I would start the day, I have a good breakfast, but then like I'd eat a little candy bar or cheat, you know, whatever, have a bite of my kid's macaroni for lunch. It's like, well, F it, I've already messed up the day. I'll just start again tomorrow. So that same kind of mindset I had for food has now transferred onto water. And it's like, okay, that doesn't make sense. That's not good. So that is one thing. She's like, well, get your water in to at least 100 ounces a day. Well, she said 96 ounces, but I'm just going to round up to 100. But she's like, try to get your ounces in to at least 100 a day. And then we'll see if you break your plateau. Because she's like, if everything else is correct, that's really the only thing I could see that could be your problem. That, and I have recently, the past few weeks, added in strength training, which I can already. I'm seeing a difference just in how like my body is looking, even though the scale's not changing. So I know sometimes when you're adding muscle, like you could be losing inches, not weight, which I did forget to do my inches today because I'm terrible at that. But she's like, just trust the process. Keep doing what you're doing. Everything on paper looks great. Just give your body a little bit of time to... Now, she's like, well, now that you lost all that weight really fast, your body probably kind of went into that panic mode of, oh, crap. Like, we've lost a lot of weight. Let's try to really hold on to what we have. She's like, eventually, your body will relax. The weight will start coming off. Drink your effing water. So I'm like, okay, I'll drink my water. But other than that, I'm doing good. I'm about like 90% hitting all of my vitamins. There are some days, if I'm home, I get all my vitamins. If I'm out and about and I don't remember to bring them with me, that's where it screws me over because there's certain like vitamins and supplements you can't take together. Like I can't take like my multivitamin and my calcium supplement together because things that are in the multivitamin will make it so that my calcium can't get absorbed. So it's just wasted. It doesn't get absorbed. And so if I'm out somewhere and I forget to take my multivitamin and then I come home later and I need to take my multivitamin, if I don't have enough time before I go to bed for the multivitamin to get processed and then take my calcium, I just can't take my calcium. And so anyway, none of that's like a real excuse. I just need to be better at planning out my day, remembering to take them with me so that I have them with me if I'm out and about. So I just need to plan better, really, is what it is. But I'm like 90 to 95% good at taking my vitamins. So the real one that I probably forget to take the most is my calcium. But honestly, now that I'm able to eat a little more. I probably don't even, that's probably not a necessity supplement anymore. But we'll see when I do my next set of labs. But yeah, everything else is doing good. So for this next week, I'm going to really, really try to get my water in. I'm going to hate it, but I'm going to do it because I know once I get back in the habit, I'll be good to go. But I don't know why, man. And I've tried big bottles, little bottles, straw, no straw, flavored water, unflavored water. And it sucks. It just sucks. But I'm going to do it, going to get back at it. Other than that, my husband was asking me, he's like, so now that you're like at the year mark, is there anything that that did happen that you weren't prepared for, or things you were surprised by? And I'm like, honestly, no. I feel like my doctor they kind of laid everything out. I did just the person I am, I did a ton of research beforehand. And so I kind of knew everything. One of the things that I guess, not that it surprised me that it happened, but it surprised me that I guess I didn't even care, but it was just surprising, I guess, the amount, is how much hair I lost, which might not seem like it because I do have a lot of hair. Before surgery, I had a crap ton of hair. And between about months 4 to 6 was really bad, and about 8 is where I stopped losing as much. But really between months 4, 6, 7, 8, I was losing a ton of hair. I brushed my hair before I got in the shower, so hair would already come out in my brush. And then I'd brush my hair, and it would literally be like wads of hair every time. Like, I don't know how I'm not bald. All of this, and for the last year, I have been so minimal with my hair. Aside from when I was on vacation, just recently, because I did do my hair for vacation because I knew I'd be taking lots of photos and I wanted to look presentable. Aside from that, like, I barely did my hair all year. I would normally have it up, and then when I was up, I had made sure it wasn't like pulled back real tight. I did like loose so that there wasn't pressure on the roots. I tried to be so careful with my hair. All of this is not breakage. This is all these little hairs you can see are regrowth hairs, which also they're coming in a different texture. And they almost look like they're a different color, but that just might be because they're short and like my old hair has like seen sunlight, and you know how it changes and whatever. But yeah, all of these new hairs, I don't know. I can't tell. But that's all regrowth. So I'm glad it's all growing in. The losing has stopped for the most part. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really mind it too much because like I said, I did have a lot. There are some girls who had weight loss with my doctor the same week, and we formed a Facebook group. And there's a couple of them that have lost so much hair that they are wearing wigs. Just to do as minimal stuff to their own hair as it heals and grows back. Which I knew that would happen because, like the nutritionist explained, after a few months and you're losing weight rapidly, your body kind of will be like, oh crap, what the hell's happening? And because you're not eating a lot, even though you're taking supplements, your body is like, okay, since we're not eating a lot of nutrients, we need to reserve all the nutrients we are eating to send it to our vital organs to keep me alive. And your body is like, F your hair. Your hair is not a vital organ. You don't need hair to live. So your hair is like your body's least priority. So even though I took multivitamins, I was also taking biotin, which isn't like a required supplement, but it is one that the doctors recommended. They said it might help. So I also have taken that. So I don't know if my hair loss would have been more had I not taken it. I won't know that because I take it. So, but look at those gray hairs. It's fun when you started going gray at 25. But anyway, so that was kind of shocking. But really, all of my other I really haven't had any bad experiences. I didn't have like dumping syndrome, which I know that's something that's more common when you have the full gastric bypass, which a lot of doctors aren't really doing anymore. They've kind of all switched over to the sleeve just because it's less invasive. They're not rerouting your pipes. They're not doing all of that. You have less complications. What is this? So But I didn't have any bad side effects. I never ate something that like made me sick or didn't sit well with me. Um, I still have restriction now. It's not as much. Like when I first started eating like yogurts, I could eat maybe like half a cup of yogurt and then I have to save the other half for like another hour and then finish it. I can now eat like a full yogurt like cup in one sitting, but I am full, like full after. So that's how much I can eat, is the size of like, you know, just a normal like 4 ounce. Or are they 5 ounces? I don't know. Those Two Good brand yogurts, that's what I eat usually. They're either 4 or 5 ounces, I think. But so I still definitely have restriction. So yeah, I don't know. It was a really good experience for me. I would recommend it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yeah, I really hope to break through this plateau because I'm just in a weird spot where I'm trying to like acknowledge and be excited for all the weight that I have lost so far. But then I'm also like, great, forget about that. You're now where you're starting at now. You have 90 pounds to lose. Let's get it. So I'd really like to lose this 90 pounds in 2023. That would be amazing. Because that would, yeah, I don't really have like a goal weight per se, but if I lost the 90 pounds, that would put me about where I was in high school. And that's when I was like the most active. I feel like that's like when I was at my healthiest. When I was in high school, I was in the dance company. I was dancing for 3 hours a day. So like, if I could get back around there, I'd be happy. If I only lost another 70 pounds, honestly, I'd be happy. But my goal is 90. So that's what we're shooting for. It's what I'd like to see this year. I gotta drink my water, y'all. If you have any tips on how to get this water down, let me know. But so refreshing. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't know what else to say, really. I don't know. All right, well, ta-ta for now, in the words of Ticker.